Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maya from Simply Bloom, and I want to show you how I make this birdseed wreath. I make one of these every year. I have a couple of these already on my channel of me making these birdseed wreaths, but by now I feel like I've learned a few tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you. So let's go make this.
Okay, you guys, so I'm adding 2 packages of gelatin to a big bowl. You want lots of room to stir. And then to this, I am adding 1 cup of hot water, and you want to make sure it's pretty warm, if not hot, and that just helps kind of dissolve the gelatin just to get it prepared for your wreath. And then to this, I am spraying, I have a 2 tablespoon measuring spoon here, and I'm adding 6 tablespoons of the light corn syrup. I've had people ask me if they can substitute this with honey. I say go for it, give it a try. I don't know if it will change the consistency or not, but you can certainly try honey or maybe some maple syrup if you would prefer instead of the corn syrup. And then I'm just going to mix that in with the water and gelatin. And to this, I am adding 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Just want to give it a good stir until it's all incorporated and it forms kind of this paste. And then to this paste, you will add your 8 cups of birdseed. I just like the wild birdseed, I believe is what it's called. It's a nice mixture of corn and sunflower seeds and just a bunch of different types of seeds. I think you could probably use whatever seed you want. I like this one. It has a nice variety. Otherwise, I would do all sunflower seeds because that just seems to be a favorite among the birds that visit my house anyways. So you want to mix it up till it's all incorporated, and then I am grabbing a bundt pan. You want to make sure you grease it really well. I'm just spraying it with some cooking spray. Like I said, grease it really well because that's what helps your wreath slide out perfectly. And then this step is totally optional, but I like to kind of dress it up a little bit with some cranberries. I had some left over from Christmas, so I thought I would just make it look a little pretty for the birds. So I am carefully adding my birdseed. Now, you want to do this step carefully because it's really easy to mess up the cranberries. So just gently plop it in, and then I like to fill it about half full, and then I take a spoon and really press in nice and firm. This is what keeps your wreath together. If you do not press it together well enough, your wreath will just crumble apart when you take it out of the mold. So take your time. I took several minutes and just kept pressing and pressing and pressing. I have so many people say that their wreath just fell apart when they took it out of the mold. Probably just didn't take enough time to press it in firmly. So press it in nice and firm. I cannot stress that enough. And then you want to let it sit for 24 hours. So this was 24 hours later, and you can kind of see, it's hard to see here, but you'll actually see the wreath. It looks like it starts to pull away from the edges of your bundt pan. This is when I realized I had paint all over my fingers. I am currently painting my kitchen, so that's the white paint on my fingernails. But then I just flipped it over and it just popped right out so beautifully. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, I love the way this looks. It just makes me so happy. It turned out perfect. So I have some leftover ribbon from Christmas, and I am just measuring out some ribbon, cutting it, and then I'm actually going to kind of fold it in half and feed it through the center of my wreath. And then I'm going to take the ends and put it through the little loop that I formed. And it's just a super easy way to get the ribbon on your wreath. Makes it look a little bit fancy, a little bit pretty. And then I'm going to take the loose ends and just tie a knot. And that's what I will use to hang up my wreath out on the shepherd's hook. There we go. So I took it outside and I'm just hanging it up on my shepherd's hook just like that. And you guys, I love how this turned out.
Okay, you guys, I love it. I love it. Here it is. The birds will love it. They always love it. I have 2 old hanging baskets there. I was going to take them down, but I think I'm actually going to leave them up just so the birds have something to perch on as they kind of flip back and forth from the baskets to the wreath there that I made. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Please let me know if you try this down below. I love watching the birds eat off of this, and I've also had other animals like deer quite enjoy this as well, so keep that in mind. You might get some visitors besides birds, but that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.